Massive search and rescue effort, as you mentioned there, going along the Potomac River. This is at outside Reagan National Airport, the main airport in Washington, D.C. We're dealing, Neil, with a total of 67 people. That's 60 passengers and 4 crew members on this regional jet that collided with a Black Hawk military Army helicopter, which had 3 people on board. Now, at the moment, the very latest that we have from multiple reports is that 4 people have been recovered alive, 4 survivors from this Potomac River. 2 bodies, however, have been recovered as well. So we'll be monitoring to see how the search and rescue effort goes on. But the bottom line here is this was a regional jet operated by American Airlines flying in from Wichita, Kansas. It was coming on, as you mentioned, on its final approach onto this runway at Reagan National Airport around 8:50 local time, about 2 hours ago, and somehow collided with this Black Hawk helicopter, again with 3 people, 3 soldiers on board. And then from there, you might be able to see the video that we've been have seen, and it's been multiple viewings on multiple social media channels. It comes from a closed-circuit camera nearby that shows a fireball here when these 2 collided. And so now this rescue effort continues. You know, Neil, it's a much warmer day in D.C. than it has been for the last several weeks. However, the water temperature in the Potomac right now is only at about 5 degrees Celsius. So hypothermia can set in awfully quickly for anyone who's in the water. Now, this crash comes on this runway in D.C., which is one of the busiest runways in the country. In fact, I was just landing on a regional jet on this runway 24 hours ago. That's how busy it is. It's constant flow of traffic, plus not just the busyness of these passenger jets that are coming in and out of Reagan all the time, Reagan Airport, but then you've got all over D.C., you've got these helicopters, military helicopters that are flying around. The traffic is just enormous, and there have been warnings about this for years that it was really getting over the top. All these jets, these flights coming out of Reagan National Airport, and these helicopters flying around. There were warnings that this might have been in the offing, and now apparently it has happened. This could be the largest single air crash in U.S. history going back to 2009. You know, air travel in America since the 1990s has gotten so much safer. They've made numerous changes into keeping airlines safe, and we really haven't seen any major crashes since 2009, and this would be a significant one, obviously. But again, this was a flight that left Wichita, Kansas around 6:30 local time, Eastern time, flew directly straight east into Reagan National, coming in on final approach onto this runway. This collision happens, and now this just immediate, gigantic response trying to find survivors in the water there.